It is time for our Friday night tradition. And we've got a pretty good one, I think, as chat. Scott is getting down. Scott's not simply getting medieval. Scott is getting downright Jurassic on this one. Cause Strays, he's taken on a Velociraptor. Oh, yes. And if he does not say that line, I'm going to be very disappointed. And if he doesn't do it with the Spaz 12, I'm going to be very disappointed. But I have a feeling I'm going to be very happy. So, are we ready? I can't do a Velociraptor screech, but... Ah! Let's go!
That's really something. It's real? That's a real Velociraptor? Yes, sir. How in the world did we get a Velociraptor? They are extinct. Well, I made it. I started out with my pet iguana, and then I mixed in some ostrich DNA to make it big. Then I mixed in some crow DNA because they are sharper than tack. Then I mixed in some honey badger, and then I mixed in just a little bit of goose DNA because you know them things is awesome. Mixed it all together, popped it in the microwave, and now we got Terry. You're so cute and cuddly. I just love her. You are out of your mind, W. What are you going to do with this thing? How are you going to take care of it? How are you going to feed it? How are you going to trim its neck? Don't move! She senses the movement. She's going to get you. I'm telling you, stop running. Stop running!
Wait, you're confusing the T-Rex with the Raptor. The Raptor's got binocular vision. The T-Rex's vision is based upon movement. At least in Jurassic Park, not in reality.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and I'm super excited about today's video because we have Chris with Ballistic Dummy Lab back again, and he has brought us yet another awesome creation.
Still better than Jurassic World Rebirth.
I refuse to see that movie, so I will take your word for it.
T-Rex, and this year we have the Velociraptor. So the number one question I have for you is, how long did it take to make this thing?
So you guys know we did the T-Rex last time, and Scott, right off the heels of that, Scott's like, we gotta do another dinosaur. I was like, all right, cool, well, what do you want to do? And we were throwing around a bunch of ideas. We kind of settled on a Raptor.
Which it looks amazing.
Thanks, man.
You did a great job.
It does.
That being said, I have an amazing team that helps me out with this. I want to give them a quick shout out. So Charles, Amy, Hannah, Brandon, and Bella. We couldn't do this without you. I mean, this is definitely a group project. That being said, it takes a...
Actually, like, okay, yes, like, it's questionable whether or not the Jurassic Park Velociraptor was modeled after the Dionysus or the Utah Raptor. I believe, generally speaking, it's considered that the it was modeled after the Dionysus, but then I believe the Utah Raptor was discovered after the first Jurassic Park came out. I believe the Utah Raptor was discovered in 94. Was it? It was like 2 or 3 years after Jurassic Park actually came out. They discovered the Utah Raptor, and as it turns out, like, based on, Dionysus. Okay, so I'd say Dionysus because it's easier to pronounce that way, but you know what I'm talking about. The funny part is the Velociraptor, even though it was kind of quote-unquote modeled after the Dionysus, it actually more closely resembled the Utah Raptor, at least in terms of size. I believe the Dionysus was like an actual Velociraptor, like legitimately. The actual Velociraptor is like the size of a turkey. They're small. They're not very big. No, I'm pretty sure the Utah Raptor was discovered later than that, later than 1975. Hang on, you're gonna make me look this up, aren't you? I'm gonna look this up. Hang on. Let's see. When was the Utah Raptor discovered. Let's see. Oh! First specimens, these early findings. Oh, okay, so they did first specimen did find in 75. Okay, so they found a specimen, but it was unnamed. It did not actually get classified and named as the Utah Raptor Ostromasi until 93. So the Utah Raptor was discovered, or at least fossils of the Utah Raptor were discovered in 75, but it didn't get classified and named until 93. Dare I say, it's often associated with the early 90s because that's when it was properly identified and named. Around the time Jurassic Park boosted interest in raptors, the 1975 find were initial but overlooked until later excavations confirmed it as a new large dromaeosaur. Dromaeosaur. So yeah, it was, you're correct, it was discovered in 75, but it was not properly named or classified until 93 after Jurassic Park. And ironically enough, the Utah Raptor more closely resembles the Velociraptor of Jurassic Park as opposed to the Dionysus. However, if you guys remember, as the movies progressed, they started to basically retexture the Velociraptors in the movie to look more accurate. That is why in what was it? Jurassic which one was it? Jurassic World's, not Rebirth, the one before Rebirth. Yeah, the third Jurassic World, for the life of me, I can't remember what its subtitle was, but the Dominion, thank you. Yeah, if you guys may remember, in Jurassic World Dominion, the Velociraptors had full feathers. Like there was no more, reptilian scaliness. The Velociraptors in Dominion actually had full fucking plumage. They were completely feathered. Yeah, and that's because that's what those animals would actually look like in the time period when they were alive. That was the Raptor, was it? Well, but the Velociraptors, the Dionysus, and the Utah Raptor would all have the same plumage because they were all in existence around the same historical time. So it was like they finally basically gave the raptor the proper plumage that it was supposed to have.
It takes some time, man. We got to design the bones. We got to design the organs. We got to design the shell that brings us all the flesh.
Yes, and you're correct. They do say that the OG Park was a random mix of frog DNA and lizard DNA to try and make up spots in the code. And then in Dominion, in Jurassic World. In Jurassic World itself, Henry Wu actually admitted that they actually fucked with the DNA of every single dinosaur that they created to make it more public friendly, to basically because he said none of the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park look like their real counterparts from back during the Jurassic or Paleolithic or Cretaceous periods, that they fucked with the DNA specifically to make them look like how people think dinosaurs are supposed to look. And because that's what would draw a crowd, not what they actually would look like, because it would go against the general societal preconceived notions about what these dinosaurs would look like. And yes, actual raptors because raptors I don't think were actually in the Jurassic period. I think they were in the Cretaceous period. Yes, raptors were actually fully feathered. They did not look like reptiles. They look like birds.
Also, getting this thing out here. This is the only one. He didn't bring a backup. So when we're setting this thing up, we are all sweating bullets like, oh, I hope it's okay. And it turned out perfect. It looks fantastic. So thank you to your team also. I mean, this is it's too cool.
I love that we're doing this. I love that we're making it a tradition.
Yeah. So we 2 years in a row now. So next year, you're going to have to bring out something even cooler. You're going to have to get started now.
I know. I'm gonna have to buy a bigger truck.
Yeah, you have to get some.
They didn't find fossils of feathers, but what they did is paleontologists, basically by studying the bones of these dinosaurs, they recognized bone formations throughout the skeleton that are synonymous with birds as opposed to reptiles. And so because the bone formations were more closely aligned with birds than they would with reptiles, it stood to reason that because they were, they evolved from avians, that they would then have plumage just like avians would. That's how Adoubly scientists came to the conclusion that these animals back then would look like birds, complete with full plumage.
Something figured. So the whole time we've been setting this up, your crew has been filming. So you're gonna have a behind the scenes kind of video, and that's gonna be on his channel. I'm gonna have that link in the description down below. And something else super cool about this video is with the T-Rex, no one's really gonna be able to buy a T-Rex head or want a 1,000-pound T-Rex head at their house to shoot. But this guy is pretty cool because you're gonna sell just the Raptor heads now, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's stinking cool. So if you
future Scott videos, is Scott gonna start bringing in a bunch of Raptor heads to shoot for future videos? Oh, that would be fucking cool.
Want to get a Raptor head for yourself, they will be available on Ballistic Dummy Lab, and there's a link in the description down below to their website. I'm super excited to get started. I have brought quite the arsenal to see what it would take to defeat a raptor in real life. And you said that these are based on real raptor bones, like dimensions?
Yeah, we went in and
it's probably not going to take much.
Fossils that have been found, and then put them in the computer, 3D designed them.
So we should have a pretty good idea then what it would take to take out Blue. And this thing weighs about 175 pounds. I'm excited to get started. Let's go get set up.
Sounds awesome.
All right. Shooting this Raptor is going to be awesome.
He's going to destroy this thing.
It is my 5-year anniversary, and for my 5-year anniversary, I'm giving away the Ballistic Bandit. The Ballistic Bandit is a one-of-a-kind 1978 Pontiac Trans Am. It's literally the only one in the world and took 3 years to build at Trans Am Depot. This thing has all the bells and whistles, and the only thing original left on it is the body. You have a classic body, but this thing is basically a modern-day Baja truck. But with luxury. You have leather seats that are electric. All the interior has been completely redone. You even have a leather wrapped roll cage. There's Kentucky Ballistics stuff all over the car. You've got almost a 700 horsepower motor that is a LS Texas speed motor, and this thing is 4-wheel drive. If you can think it, it's in that car. It's an absolute machine. And if you would like to have it, all you have to do is pick up some Kentucky Ballistics merch. I'll be doing a giveaway for this car all the way till June 15th, and for every $5 you spend on Kentucky Ballistics merch, you will get 1 entry. Right now we have my 5-year anniversary shirt, and this week we have a new shirt, the Patriotic T-Rex. If you want to pick up any of my anniversary shirts or this hot new shirt and you want to get entered to win the Ballistic Bandit, all you got to do is click the link in the description down below and it will take you to KentuckyBallistics.com. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this thing. Start out with a 22 long rifle. Now you probably wouldn't want to use a 22 against a Raptor, but we're going to find out anyways. I have a Rough Rider with a 16.
Leave us not forget how many times has Scott done these experiments of what is it going to take to kill or stop something? How many times has a surprisingly low powered caliber completed the job first run? He did that last time with what would it take to stop a truck, and he stopped this truck with the 38. Actually, it might have even been a 32. I forget which. Like right off the jump, he basically took out the truck with a small 32 or 38 caliber. He's like, well, I guess this job's over.
18-inch barrel, and I'll be loaded up with a 40 grain 22 long rifle. All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot him right in the face. Oh. Try again. Oh, it's in there, I promise. There's definitely a bullet in there. We're gonna get to it, hold on. There we go.
There he goes. Oh, get him in the snout. Oh. Right in the nasal
can't
cannula.
really see inside this cylinder, so I never really know where it's at. So that was just kind of a guessing game. You definitely want to know where your bullet is before taking on a Raptor. So we hit right here, and as you can see, we already got a little bit of blood, and we did not make it all the way through. Actually, you can see the round right there. There's the bullet right there. So I'm going to say a 22 would not be sufficient against a Velociraptor. You're going to mess up his sinuses a little bit. He may sneeze, but he's still going to eat you. Up next is going to be 9mm. This is a Century Arms AP5K, and I'll be loaded up with 1 round of 9mm, 124 grain Hornady. All right. You know what? I'm going to kind of go for the body-ish. Let's check that out.
Solid hit. Clean throw. Oh, okay. That clean.
That shot, I would say, it's kind of a flesh wound. We hit right here in the chest, and we actually have quite a bit of expansion. And
honestly, I would not be surprised if there's probably a great deal of muscle in this chest cavity right here. It might have actually potentially. There could have actually, the level of muscle that's in this part of the chest might have actually stopped the round, and it might not have actually gone full penetration. Possibly. It's tough to say because this is a long extinct creature, and we don't know what kind of musculature it had. But, given the size of the chest, I would expect there to be a fair bit there.
And, well, yep, looks like we made it through the Raptor. But we did not hit any vitals, any bones. You better hope that you got that mag full before you start shooting at him with a 9mm. Up next is going to be 40 Smith & Wesson. I'm kind of afraid to shoot it with the 40 Smith & Wesson because it's just so powerful. He may explode, but we're going to do it anyways. We have some gold dot, 180 grain 40 Smith & Wesson, and this is a Bull Armory SAS-2 Air. Okay, here we go. What the heck, it's still there.
Oh, that was a good chest hit. That was solid. That was a good hit.
All right. Get us a good hit right there, just below his hand or above it. And
that punched through the
the round did not make it all the way through the Raptor. We had some damage to the lungs.
And it looks like it didn't even reach it didn't even get to the lung. Ooh, it got through the rib cage, but it looks like it didn't actually get a lung penetration.
But I think we only got one, and you can make it a pretty long time on one lung, trust me. Up next is going to be the low.
Wait, did he say he got... Am I crazy, or does that look like it didn't get into the lung? Like, it did? You think it did? Okay. It looks like it stopped just outside the lung, but maybe that's just, I don't know. That's the other side? Yeah, it won. Well, no, it looks like the bullet hole is like right up here. It looks like the bullet hole's right up here and it traveled down and stopped there. You think it came from the other side? Maybe. Maybe my ankle's off here. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you're right. Can I see where it's pointing? Yeah, you're right. It came down through in here and it went into here. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Lord's caliber 45 ACP. This is my Keeling Customs super long slide 1911. It has a 16-inch barrel, and I'll be loaded up with 1 round of 45 ACP. These are 230 grain jacketed hollow
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
He shot his pinky off. Or his wrist bone. He shot his wrist bone off. Oof. Wow. Oh, that's like only hanging out by a thread.
Okay, so I hit exactly where I was aiming. I wanted to see what it would take to take out this guy's little arm, right? Because these are some serious weapons he has here. So it didn't take much. He's got little frail bones like a bird. You know what? I'm taking that. This is gonna be my new concealed carry. Up next is gonna be 357. This is a Smith & Wesson Performance Center 357, and that barrel's only a little over an inch. And I'll be using some 125 grain 357. All right.
Oh, this be
Coming at
good.
you, Mr. Raptor. I'm not really sure where I hit him.
Dead right in the chest again. And it came out. Do you guys see that? It actually went through and came out the side. Hang on. It hits here. Come on. It hits there. Goes through. And actually blows out the side right there. That's the round right there. Blasted right out of it.
Well, I know I hit him. I'm just not really sure where. Maybe right here. We've got something sticking out there in his chest. Don't know what that is, but I can tell you it's not good. It's not natural. So I hit him somewhere in that area. That looks like it did some decent damage, but I don't think 357 would be my first choice for a Raptor. Up next is a handgun that I would probably actually carry if I was in Raptor country. This is a Ruger Super Red Hawk Alaskan, and it is chambered in 454 Casull. That is a 300 grain jacketed hollow
Nice.
point, and only a 2.5-inch barrel. She be kicking. Okay, here we go. Oh,
Shit.
she felt that one.
Not by hand. Oh, wow. And I think it went through into the body, too. Yeah. You can actually look right here. It goes through and into the body, and you can see it bleed out right here. Look at that. You can see the blood spreading. I don't think it went through, though. I think it's still in the body.
I done messed up its other arm, so we blew through its arm and then hit it in the body, and you can see we created a lot of damage in there. Oh, and it looks like, yeah, we made it all the way through. So we made it through the vital.
Wait, I did not see the round come out. Hold up. Oh, there it is. There it is. I missed it. There it is right there. That's the round. Shot right, and it's not even tumbling either. That looks like it's still going straight. So it shot through so fast it didn't even, it wasn't even tumbling.
And you can see we created a lot of damage in there. Oh, and it looks like, yeah, we made it all the way through. So we made it through the vitals and everything and through the back of the Raptor. Now, a Raptor,
well, it does have the claws on its feet.
Adrenaline, maybe it would still be good to come eat you after getting double lunged. You may want to have a few more rounds in your gun, but that is quite a bit of damage. The last handgun we're going to be using today is 500 Magnum, the king of all handgun calibers. And this is a special one. This is a Magnum Research BFR with a very short barrel, and as you may notice, it is gold. This is actually Demo Ranch's 500 Magnum, and he lost it to me in a sack race. And I'll never let you live it down, Matt. That's actually why he retired. Okay, here we go.
Oh, that was a good hit. Oh, yeah, that one went through. 100% that went through. We can see it.
Oh, okay. We're really leaking now.
He's saving the headshots for the rifle calibers, I suspect. He's like, don't forget, this is his only one of these. He's got to try and make the best use of it as possible. So he's working the body as much as he can before he gets to the head, because once he starts shooting the head, the thing is just going to come apart. And he's got God knows how many guns he wants to shoot this thing with.
I went right underneath his little arm, and we hit right there. You can see that's not good. Yeah, Raptors aren't supposed to do that. And I think we made it to the other side, but not 100% sure. As of now, we have hit this Raptor with quite a few handguns and some pretty big ones. So I'm going to say that Raptors are actually pretty tough. Some might say, they're nothing to shake a stick at. Up next, we're gonna move on to shotguns, and you can't do a video with an actual Velociraptor and not use the classic SPAS 12. This shotgun is an absolute legend and is in all kinds of movies, but I think it's most famous for Jurassic Park. Now here's the thing about a Velociraptor. It costs a lot of money to bring one of these things back from the dead, and you're not gonna necessarily just wanna just shoot it right off the bat. Maybe you wanna scare it back into its enclosure. So first, we're gonna use some less lethal. These are double ball rounds. Let's see how old Blue likes this. I got 2 in there. Shoot her right in the face. That actually stuck in her neck.
God.
Well,
Oops.
those less lethal rounds are pretty stout. As you can see right here, she has 2 rubber balls stuck in her neck. That is crazy. So, I mean, if you have a timid raptor, maybe she's not super aggressive, maybe a good option. Just in case your less lethal rounds don't work, you always want to be loaded up with some double-aught buck, just in case. Here we go. Oh! I disarmed her.
Damn. Okay, I am a bit disappointed that Scott did not say "clever girl" before firing. I'm a little disappointed, Scott, I gotta say. And yeah, it does look like it broke at the joint. Shredded it, though.
I have to say at this point, I kind of feel bad. I mean, I shot its arm off, but if you look through here, we had some good hits on whatever this bone is. Not familiar with raptor anatomy, but it looks like you kind of ricocheted off of it. I don't have any double-aught
There's a score mark on it
that went out the back. So we did not penetrate very deep, but we did successfully disarm the raptor. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just see if I can fix that. I'm sure we can just kind of put that right back in there. There we go, good enough. Now it is time to step it up to rifles.
Here we go.
And according to Chris Pratt in Jurassic Park, the #1 rifle to have on you when dealing with raptors is a 45-70. This is a Marlin 45-70, and I have some interesting ammunition today. These are Fort Scott munitions 45-70s, and these are called TUI, which is tumble upon impact, and they're 300 grains.
Oh.
Very curious to see what this does to old Blue. Like most animals, I hear a raptor's nose is the most sensitive area on its body, so let's shoot it right in the snout.
Too shallow. That was ooh, it's bloody, but it didn't actually break bone.
Yikes, we're losing a little bit of fluid. I hit right there, right where I was aiming, busted up its nose, and it's leaking pretty good. Now, I don't believe that that would be a lethal shot, but this raptor would definitely be disoriented and wouldn't be able to smell anything for weeks. Up next, we're gonna step it up to 5.56. This is a SIG 516 G3, and I have a 20-round mag with 1 round of 5.56 full metal jacket. Okay, coming at you. I don't think it did much. I'm pretty sure it just blasted through it.
Oh yeah, that probably just sipped right on through. Wait a minute. Wait a second. I don't think it cleared. Yeah, I think it stopped. I did not see an exit. Hang on, let me step it. I'm not seeing an exit. Yeah, I think it stopped the round inside.
I think I hit right there. And oh, you leaked on me. And then, oh, actually, look at that. The round is right there. It tumbled inside there and did not even make it through the other side. I'm actually pretty surprised.
Okay, can we also point out, not only did it tumble, Scott was shooting it at a straight or slightly downward angle. The tumble actually sent it skyward. So it came at either straight or downward angle, and when it struck, it tumbled and actually changed directions and went up. Can you imagine the damage that it inflicted on its way, tumbling back up through the dinosaur?
It tumbled inside there and did not even make it through the other side. I'm actually pretty surprised the 5.56 didn't make it all the way through. Well, the 5.56 did not successfully make it all the way through the Raptor, but 5.56 is kind of old news. The new hotness is 277 Fury. This is a SIG Spear chambered in 277 Fury, and I'm loaded up with some 155 grain hollow points. I bet this makes it through. All right, I'm just gonna kind of shoot in the same area. Ah, yeah, I'm pretty sure that went through.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, I saw it go out the back. Yeah. That definitely got full pen. I think this is the round right here. Pretty sure that's it right there.
So I'm not really sure exactly where I hit. I know it's somewhere in this area, but I know that we hit it because we have a new exit hole here. Blew out the back.
That's a good exit hole.
So I'm gonna say that 277 Fury would definitely be good Raptor defense. Up next, we're gonna step it up to 30-06, and it's a big step up.
Honestly, I'm a little disappointed that he didn't go with the 300 Blackout. I would have liked to have seen what a 300 Blackout would have done to this. Like, especially from the boombox. I would love to see how much a boombox would just zip right through this thing.
This is an Ohio Ordnance H-Car, and this is one of my favorite rifles, and it's chambered in 30-06. I have a 20-round mag with 1 round of 30-06 full metal jacket. This is something I would actually probably go after a Raptor with. All right, I'm gonna go for the face again. I just zipped right through it.
Goodness. Good night. God. Oh, that exit cavitation was insane.
Yep. I'd say that'll do it. That was a full metal jacket. If you come...
Yeah, I said 300 Blackout. 8.6 Blackout. Yes. Sorry, I don't know why the fuck I said 300 Blackout. You know what? My brain is still stuck on stuck on Pew's video with the honey badger from yesterday. That's why I said 300 instead of 8.6.
Around this side here, you can see we did quite a bit of damage. Got a big old hole right there.
Aye.
Flippity floppity hole. Anyways, I think these battle rifles are pretty good for Raptor defense, but now I want to try out some safari rifles. Things that were designed to take out large creatures such as raptors. When we're talking about dinosaurs and hunting them, there's only one gun I can really think of to use, and that is a 5.77 Tyrannosaur. This is an A-square 5.77 T-Rex, one of only 24 in the entire world, I believe, and we're gonna fire this at it. This is the 5.77 T-Rex. That is a 750 grain round, and I think this is gonna do quite a bit of damage. It's also gonna damage my shoulder. Okay.
Isn't he good?
Here we go. Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Hadn't shot that one in a while.
My God. Look at this. Look at the flapping on the back. So the exit wounds.
That definitely did some damage to this Raptor. I kind of want to preserve its little head because we have more rifles. So I'm going to give it a little bit of assistance. You know, I feel like I owe it that. We beat it up pretty good. I hit somewhere in here.
Somewhere in there.
Pretty damaged. I bet you we can find the exit hole. Yep, there it is. We got pieces
of
it hanging out right there. Yeah. So when the rifle blows chunks of it out the other side, you know that it's an adequate weapon for hunting that animal. I'm gonna say 5.77 T-Rex would definitely be good against a raptor. I have a few other guns, but after that last shot, I'm kind of afraid that this Raptor is gonna fall apart, so I wanna go ahead and hit it with the biggest gun I brought today, and that is the 4-bore rifle. This is a Christian Firearms single-shot falling block 4-bore. It has a 1-inch diameter bore, weighs
this
around
is gonna
20
be good.
pounds, and is gonna be producing upwards of 200 pounds of felt recoil. And this is what it fires, the 4-bore round that is 2,150 grains, and it's 1 inch in diameter, and it's about to kick my butt and the Raptor's butt. All right, it's time to ride the lightning. Oh. Oh my goodness. I feel really bad for that Raptor.
Shit! Fuck! Holy hell! Oh my god! It has no skull left. He took the entire top of the skull. Fucking hell! It threw the eye into the brain case and removed the brain case via forcible ejection, along with the rest of the skull. Holy crap!
All right. I'm gonna say 4-bore, even though it's heavy, a little bulky, you know, you're gonna be tired carrying that in the jungle. But when it comes time to use it, you're gonna be glad you have it, because we hit right there. I hit it literally right in front of the eye. And yeah, well, you saw the results. They were pretty explosive. 4-bore is definitely a good choice for Raptors. But you know, we still got a lot of meat on this thing, so I say we hit it with a few more rifles. That is a huge entrance hole.
And please tell me it breaks out the 50 BMG.
Get your whole thumb in there. Other than a 4-bore, I think another good choice for Raptors would be 416 Rigby, aka 416 Honey Badger, because it don't care. This is a Seiko 85 XL bolt action rifle, and I have some 416 Rigby 350 grain soft points. All right, how about right in the neck? Okay.
What's this? Did you see the hole? That is the hole this thing created. What the fuck? What actual fuck with that hole? Holy crap. And then, yeah, you have the impact point right there. God, you can even see to her from the front.
Actually, you know, my scope is kind of scoped out there. Here we go. Give him another one. Oh!
It just blew out the entire front of his throat. Now the entire front of the throat is gone. Jesus, you can see all the way down to the spine.
And one more. I think that'll do it.
And there goes the spine itself. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe Chris Pratt should have been carrying a 416 Rigby when he was fighting against the T-Rex. The 416 Rigby might have actually done something. Holy shit.
Oh, his whole head's gonna fall off. Oh no. Oh dear. Still going.
I think you got him.
I'm gonna say that if for some reason Elon Musk decides to open Jurassic Park for real and you live in the general area, maybe invest in at least a 416 Rigby, because you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, they did mammoths and dire wolves, so I mean, I think it's possible. Those 3 shots to the neck were pretty effective on that Raptor, and trust me, I'm sure it didn't feel good. Well, that's going to be it for today's video. Again, a big thank you to Ballistic Dummy Labs for making this awesome Raptor for today's video. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget, if you want to have a chance to win the Ballistic Bandit, pick you up one of my new shirts. There's a link in the description down below. Every $5 spent gets
Scott
you one
wins.
entry. Be sure
Flawless victory.
to give
Fatality.
today's video a like and hit that subscribe button so you don't ever miss out on future awesome content. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.
No table destruction. I'm surprised. I'm legit surprised we did not have any table destruction this time around. Huh. Interesting. Oh my goodness, that was fantastic. The 4-bore and the 4.6, like the 4.16 Rigby. Holy hell. The fact that it literally just opened up the net for full audience viewing was insane. Absolutely fucking insane, and I loved it.